Amanda here from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk. Thanks for joining me today. And today we're going to do a lovely technique called the baby wipe technique. Lots of you will have seen it before. It's nothing new. And it was my lovely friend Sandra Riley, who is known as the Cotswold Crafter, who taught me this at a team meeting. So I've got some baby wipes here. And I'm just taking two and I'm folding them in quarters and putting them on top of each other. I just want to make sure that that glass mat is dry now because I don't want my card to get wet. So I'm using my glass mat rather than my Stampin' Up grid paper. But just because there's a lot of moisture in those, and if I put them on my grid paper, it's going to make my grid paper wet. Now I have invested in the reinkers. These are the full collection of the Subtles reinkers, and they're really useful. I think I've just got one more set of reinkers to add to my collection, because not only can you re-ink all of your ink pads for quite a long time with these, they'll go quite a long way. You can re-ink your watercolour, your Many Marvellous markers with these as well. Not the blends, they're alcohol markers, they're non-refillable, but the Many Marvellous markers, if you get all the refills, will last you for quite a long time. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select a couple of colours quite randomly. Now I do like my Blushing Bride, so we're going to have some of that. And what you do is you just put some blobs of ink onto the baby wipe, and basically you're turning your baby wipe into like a temporary ink pad. What's this one? This is Highland Heather. Okay. And then I'm going to have, what's this one? Well, I'll have some Pool Party. And I'm going to try and put these kind of where there's space and fill it in, and they'll spread out. Okay, so I'm just using three colours. You could do it with just two, you could do it with more. It's something you can play with and just have fun. So I'm just going to move my reinkers out of the way. I'm going to just bring in my card base. I'll leave all of the measurements for the cards over at Scrimpingmommy.co.uk, and I'm using Beauty Abounds, okay, which is a beautiful stamp set, and I'm also going to use the Butterfly Gala, but you could do this with any stamp set that you so desire. So first of all, I'm going to use the lovely Flourish, and what you do is you smoosh it about on that ink pad, more than one pressing of it, and then that will transfer beautifully. I'm just trying to decide where I want it. I'm going to have it sort of there. That should transfer beautifully onto your stamp, and then you can use it on your card. And now I'm using the foam mat underneath, and that's it's gone into a faded effect at the bottom, which is fine. If you don't want any fading, just smoosh about a little bit more with your ink pads. Really press it and smoosh it. So this is one of the little dots, and that's shown up a bit more because I've pressed on a little bit harder. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in with my butterfly, and I'm really pressing now because I want lots of ink on there. Okay, and I'm going to do just a couple of butterflies. I might just do one. I think I'll just do one. So I'm just angling it sort of there. Give it a good press, and that's shown up even nice, and you've got like a rainbow effect. It's absolutely stunning, really pretty. So I'm going to grab the small butterfly from here, and do some more butterflies round and about, and you can keep on reusing this ink on here. You'll get quite a few goes out of it. Just give it a smoosh. Which way does that go? That way. That way. Oh, I don't want an upside down butterfly. I'll have one there. Oh, that's pretty. I'll have one there. I'm going to have these dotting about on my card. Give myself a bit of a fancy background with these. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? I like that. just keep going. Like so. Okay. I'm going to put a sentiment there, so I'll just put one up there as well, I think. Oh, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll get this little butterfly out of here. A little tiny one. That'll be nice, won't it? Let's just swap those stamps around and get that little fella there, look. And we'll just move it about. And we'll have that one there. Super cute. And we'll have one there. And there. And you're getting yourself, building yourself up a lovely like multicoloured background there. That's really pretty. So for my sentiment, so let me just move that out of the way. For my sentiment, I've chosen this one from the Beauty Abounds, and it says, "A friend is someone who chooses you," which I thought was really, really nice. And I'm going to just bob that there a minute. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment. I'm using, I couldn't find my ink pad then. I'm using Gorgeous Grapes. Let me just move my card out of the way. I'm using Gorgeous Grape, which is a lovely, lovely, lovely shade. That way. Stamping on there. And then I'm going to use one of my new punchers, and this is one of the celebration coordination items. This is only available throughout the month of March, so if you like it, go and get it. And it just fits that sentiment in there beautifully. I think that's really pretty. And then what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab my butterfly punch, because I feel like I just want a little bit of dimension on this card. So I'm bringing my baby white back in, and I am smooshing that butterfly again, and I'm going to stamp it there. It's a little bit paler, but it's fine, still looks good. And I'm going to punch that out. I'm using the butterfly scarlet. If you don't have this punch, then you know you can miss this bit out, or you can ink something and then you can fussy cut it with your scissors. And then, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to just bend those wings back. Let me move that out of the way, bring my card base in. In fact, I'll just attach all of my cards together first before I do this next part. So I've got some lovely, lovely cardstock here. I believe this is Highland Heather. I'll leave all the measurements over on my blog, as I say. Save me reeling them all off. And I'm doing this card today for the Stamping for All forum, which is a group I run along with some other demonstrators over on Facebook. And we give inspiration every Monday and every Wednesday for you to get ideas for crafting. So this is for them, and this is today's inspiration. So hopefully some of the ladies and gents over there will give this technique a try. That on there like that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I think that's really pretty. It looks lovely with all of that different colours. And as I say, you can use that technique in lots and lots of ways. So I'm going to get my butterflies now, and I'm going to add them to my card. I think I'm just going to very gently see if I can get some of this ink onto a sponge, which I can. So just using it from the baby white there. It's still nice and wet. I could carry on after I've finished this card and do some more stamping with that, and stamp some butterflies in all nice multicolours. It'd be lovely. In fact, I might do. I don't want to waste that ink. I'm going to keep stamping. So that's one. And then if we get the little one, and you get nice and inky and messy, it's awesome. It's an awesome technique to try. I remember when Sandra shared it with us, we were all like awestruck. We thought it was so pretty. I'm just going to, very simply, put some glue just on the centre part of that butterfly, lift its wings up and attach it to my card. And then I've just got that bit of a 3D element going on there. And when you lift the wings up, you've got different colours underneath. I think that's really cute. And we'll do the same with this one. Just adds that little bit more, doesn't it? Stick that on there. Lift those wings up so you can see the other colours underneath. Okay, and now we're just going to attach our sentiment, and I think I'll use some more of the ink and just gently ink the edges of that. And that just a little bit darker than I did with my butterflies, so it stands out nicely. There we go, that's nice, isn't it? Get a couple of dimensionals. One on each end. You just got to be careful you don't get your inky fingers on your white card. That's the only thing you've got to bear in mind, but it's an awesome fun technique. Very, very, very easy to try. I'm just gonna bob that there. Very, very nice. I love it. Make sure that that's stuck down there properly. And I think that's it. I was going to add a gem, but I think I'm going to leave it. I think that's super pretty. What a lovely, soft, multi-tonal multi-tonal inking. I think it's awesome. I'm making words up now. So do come on over and join us at Stampin' For All on Facebook. We love Stampin' Up, but you can share other crafts and other products, and this is today's inspiration for our members. Let's see how many of it give it a go. How many of them, rather, give it a go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.